Hey, good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, June 1st, and we're not going to do the pre-market prep live this morning because I got to get a quick nap in here ahead of the open. I got the open in the options room, and I woke up at like 2:30 this morning like a madman, ran a few scans, worked on the indicator, hit the gym, and now, need a bit of a nap. But I'm still going to give you guys some good pre-market prep here. So quick look at the futures. The S&P is up a little bit. Just a little bit. The Qs are flat, and the Russell 2000 is flat as well. So one observation here, I'm working on making this new indicator, color-coded on the chart here with the bars. So one observation, this doesn't change the bigger picture structure, which again, looking at the weekly chart here, I think as long as we're under this weekly 21 EMA, we're still trying to short the bounces. So the bigger picture doesn't change unless we're back above the weekly 21. But in the short term here, notice that the big three bars aren't red anymore. So I don't have my sell signal anymore on the daily chart. So if you mix that with a couple closes back above the daily 21, kind of like back here in late March, it does open the door for a little bit of upside. And funny enough, that kind of peaked out back there in late March, right near your weekly 21. So it doesn't change your bigger picture. But I do think if we can hold above the daily mean, I think it opens the door for a bit more upside towards that weekly 21. And if we do the pre-market squeeze check, we got a squeeze here on the hourly chart. We got a squeeze here on the 30-minute chart. So keep an eye on those guys, and they could set the tone here ahead of the open. Now, as far as open positions, actually, being that it's June 1st, I'll show you guys this. So here's all the trades that we opened and closed in my mastery for the month of May. So we opened a total of 12 trades. We have 5 open, so we closed 7 of those bad boys. So 7 closed trades, 6 winners, 1 loser. And the winning trades were a couple of unbalanced flies on the S&Ps, called debit spread on the UNG. We shorted McDonald's, we shorted Wynn Resorts, and the only losing trade that we closed was a called debit spread on Coca-Cola. So in terms of like P&L here, if you took the suggested position sizes, looking at this on like a model account, $50,000 account, suggested position sizes, that would have brought in on the closed trades about $2,500, which is about a 5% return on that account size. As far as the open trades, we are short TXN, we are short Wells Fargo, we are long XLE, Dominion, and we got a call debit spread here on the SPY. So should the open positions hit our targets, that could bring in about another $4,500, which on a $50,000 account is about 9%. So in terms of the potential here from our work done in the month of May, we hit all our targets here, they'll clock in at about 14%. But obviously, we got to manage things accordingly. So, that S&P put debit spread we have, that expires Friday. But if we do get a pop here, if we can take out yesterday's highs and rally into the end of the week, puts us in a position to cover all the risk in the shorts. So the S&P's ripped towards 420 this week. That's going to cover the risk on TXN. That would cover the risk on Wells Fargo. I don't want to call it free, but for the sake of conversation, it allows us to put 2 free short positions in the back pocket. And then as far as the upside goes, not many changes here, guys. So I don't want to beat the horse, but utilities, energy, natural gas, and U.S. oil. So let me see if I can detach this. Yeah, I can detach that. So in terms of the indicator launch, right, the big 3 indicator, I'm going to try to deliver 3 things. This is all coming around late July. But hopefully we can give you the bars. So if you pull up a weekly chart, it'll be green, gray, or red. Basically tells you if you have an early buy signal, a buy signal, an early sell signal, etc., etc. Then I would like to get you guys the watch list column, so that way you can run your scans, plug in the results, and then anything in this column, you got the big 3 bullish, and anything in that column, you got the big 3 sell signals, and then the last thing would be the multi-labels over here. So something like Valero, you got the big 3 on the daily, the 4-hour, the 2-hour, the 1-hour chart. So I'll keep you all posted on that. But as far as the scan results here, I'll show you a few. One utility stock that looks pretty good here is Southern Company. Nice daily squeeze. You get the highs right around 77 and change. And we got the big 3 bars here on the daily chart. We already took a look at Valero. All right, beast mode. So the whole point of the big 3 bars is we're trying to get this as early as possible and ride that for all it's got. Another utility stock is AEP, American Electric Power. Pretty good stuff here. So if you have the big 3 bars, until you lose them, the assumption is you're looking for continuation towards the upside. So nice daily squeeze, get the highs around 105, shift of the histogram. So that looks pretty good. I still think you want to watch UNG. This has had the big 3 bars since March. All right, so the whole idea, again, we want to find it early. We're going to play the initial push. We're going to buy the dips towards the daily 21. But if you got the big 3 bars in the daily chart and then say, a 4-hour chart, we can play the 4-hour squeezes. If we've got the big 3 bars on the 30-minute chart, we can play the 30-minute charts as well. So UNG is looking pretty sharp here. XEL, we got a position here a little bit early, but no issues for now. Let's see, you got US oil, beast mode, you've got agriculture, the commodities, DBC, since February. Buying the dip to the 21, taking some core swing positions here, pretty smooth sailing. Then you got SRE, big 3 on the daily. You've got DTE, big 3 on the daily. You got Duke. You've got MRK. Now this one I like. This one I tend to like here. Let's take a look. Pretty good combination. Big 3 bars on the daily chart. Big 3 bars on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour squeeze right on top of that daily 21 EMA. Now if you close under the daily 21, it could all fall apart. But if it does hold support around 91, could be good for a pretty good pop. Oxy, super strong. So any pullback in Oxy, I think you take a dip. MPC looks good. Devon looks good. Hopefully you can notice the theme. For one, all the setups look the same. Good trend, good structure, good momentum, which for me, it's all I want to trade. And I'll show you a few shorts here, but it's the same thing to the downside. But hopefully the other thing you're noticing is these are pretty much all the same stocks. Meaning it's oil, it's the energy stuff, it's the utility stuff. Those are the few pockets in the market that have the good structure. So if you're looking to buy the dips, you're looking to swing trade to the upside, those are the spots. But for a few shorts, let's do this. We'll sort the watch list by the scan results, or the sell signal rather. And as a bit of a preface, guys, I think the easiest short would be shorting the S&Ps, just a little bit closer to that weekly 21. But as far as a few picks here, Zillow fits the bill. We got the big 3s. We got the big 3 bars on the daily chart for the sell signal, so that looks like a short. We have got HubSpot. That looks shortable. We got Twillo. Just remember, if the S&Ps rally for another, 2 to 3 days, another 2 to 3%, you're probably going to see a little bit more upside across the board. But that, guys, is what I got for you this morning. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is, and remember, it's just my perspective, but if we are under that weekly 21, nothing changes here about the bigger structure. And if nothing changes about the bigger structure, then nothing really changes about the bigger picture path of least resistance. So I kind of think if we can get a bit more upside here in the short term, then we're looking to put on some July expiration, put debit spreads, call credit spreads. And if you've got something like a cheap, call debit spread, and you're playing that move to the upside, once we get towards that 420, 425, I think you cash in, then you parlay those profits into the short. So that's a game plan, guys. Good month of May. 7 closed trades, 6 winners. And of course, we had a few more trades in the options room. So this is just from the mastery. But that is what I got for y'all this morning. I'm going to get a quick nap in. And then for those of you in the options room, I'll see y'all for the open. For the rest of you, if you haven't already, go on ahead and subscribe. Helps us grow the channel. Helps us reach out to more traders with these good looking setups. But enjoy your day, guys. We'll be talking soon. Peace.